family known as pinniped, which simply means winged foot. Mitchie, yes, showing us one of his large front flippers. Now, a seal like Mitchie can quite easily outrun us on land, up to a distance of up to 40 metres. Now, the front flippers are great for land, but as you can imagine, they're even better in the water. And Mitchie's going to show you now a behaviour that seals are very well known for, and it's called porpoising. Now, you need lots of clapping and cheering. Get a quick breath of fresh air while travelling at high speed. Now, the ocean can be a dangerous place, and apart from man's impact, seals always need to be aware of predators such as big killer whales, and there's another one I'm not sure if we know. Mitchie might give us a hint. Call it out if you know. That's right, there are sharks out there. Shark impersonation, what you're actually seeing is a natural behaviour that seals use to cool down. Those fur coats are great for keeping the heat in, but it's only those naked, hairless flippers that let the heat out. And hopefully Mitchie will show us any flipper will do. We'll see if we show us his rear flippers. Yes, maybe? No. One more try, we'll see. No. Now, I mentioned to you before about sharks and killer whales being a problem for seals out in the wild. The biggest problem right now for our marine animals is different forms of plastic and pollution. Over 100,000 marine animals die every year from, as I said, forms of pollution such as fishing line, plastic bag, fishing net. Now, Mitchie's going to go out the back and he's going to find a piece of netting. And for an animal like Mitchie, something like that starts off as innocent fun. There's lots of fun with an object that you find floating around. You can thrash it about, get people wet. Yes. Doing a good job getting people wet. But out in the wild, the pieces of netting are not that small. They're really big. There's kilometres of it. And an animal like seals and whales and dolphins can very easily become entangled, which stops them from being able to hunt for food that gets embedded in their neck. And the worst case scenario is that they drown. So it's a very sad ending. That's right. Lucky for Mitchie, he has his trainer here to remove that piece of netting, but there's lots of animals out in the wild that aren't so lucky. Isn't that right, Mitchie? Now, when seals aren't looking out for predators, they themselves make really good hunters. Now, they've got big, strong teeth, although you may have noticed already that they don't spend too much time chewing that food. The food goes straight down head first and whole. Always head first, that way the scales and the spines don't get caught in their throat. Now, Mitchie here packs away about 9 kilos of fish every day. And while he might not spend too much time chewing that food, as I said, he does have a great set of teeth. See if he's got a nice set of teeth. Yes. A bit of a creepy smile. Now, lucky you're far enough away because you can't smell him, but he's got really bad breath. Now, in all seriousness, a seal like Mitchie does need to keep himself well groomed, and that can be quite easy because on their hind flipper, they have their own built-in 3-claw brush. They've got 3 nails which they can scratch and groove, and they can reach almost any part of his body. Great job, Mitchie. And the front flippers, well, they come in handy too, and that's because they're big, they're round and they're soft, and they make the perfect face washer. Very important after a big fishy meal. Now, how do you think Mitchie's gone? Good? Yes. Now, Mitchie's going to head off home and say a big goodbye to everyone. Thank you. sea lion, they only have one layer of fur, where fur seals have a double layer of fur. You can see he loves a good pat and a scratch and just how furry he is in comparison to Mitchie. Now a little bit about Mav. He came to us when he was only 18 months old. He was really tiny, been attacked by sharks and had a big open wound on his back. He's done very well, as you can see, lots of big muscles there. Thank you for the tongue poke. Enough of my talking. Now you saw before when Mitchie was washing his face. Now you'll see on their face they have a tool which is very, very important for seals, and that are their whiskers. Now the whiskers for seals are really important. Now we're going to send Mav over to the front to show you his whiskers up close. I'm going to ask for your help though. If on the count of 3 everyone can call out whiskers. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now the whiskers for seals are very similar to our fingers. They have very sensitive nerve fibres attached to those whiskers, and it enables a seal to hunt for food at night in dark and murky water. Now there's been sightings of completely blind seals doing very well out in the wild, and that's because they can still hunt for food using those whiskers. Now we don't have any fish in the pool to show you his hunting skills, but the ball shows you the amazing use of those whiskers. The whiskers aren't holding the ball up, they're just detecting which way the ball is going to roll. So he can do a fantastic ball balance, he can catch, and he's really good at throwing. Great work, Matt. Again? I think you're going to be a great nipple. There we go. Now, we talked earlier about pollution. Another big problem for seals right now is overfishing. Now, we all like a seafood meal, but as you can imagine, they do too. Now, the fishing industry right now is being a little bit selfish with its hunting out there and collecting of fish, because a lot of animals right now are feeling the effects of overfishing of our waters. There's millions, tens of millions of animals out there that rely on the fish and krill that's out there, but right now we're being extremely irresponsible with the amount of food that we are collecting. Mav, is there any fish in that water? No. No. But we all need to be a little bit more responsible. So the next time you go out and buy fish from your fish and chip shop, ask if the fish has come from a sustainable source. We can all help by asking those questions. Because if we become a little bit more responsible, then hopefully the fishing industry will last a lot longer and we won't affect the animals out in the wild. Now here at the zoo we spend a long time with our animals, getting to know them, and to tell you a little bit more about that, we've got Kate and her lovely seal, Kira.
Thanks, Addie, Brian and Matt.